Good morning, friends. It's Heike. And my day started out like many days, waking up, feeling really good, had a good night's sleep, and was ready to bust out work. Many nights, I should say not many, but some nights, as you know, we can't sleep, night sweats, all the whole menopause thing. But I woke up this morning and I felt really, really good. And I said, wow, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to be super creative. It's week 3 of our quarantine and I've been working from home. I closed my studio. I'm doing online training. And if you want to know more about it, go to heikeyates.com and see what I created for you to start training from home. But I sat there on my desk and I had nothing. You've seen my desk before. I was like, there's a screen here and a screen here, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking around, and then I'm going, all right, I'm going to drink my tea and I'm going to just check on Facebook. So I'm on Facebook doing my thing, and I was like, well, okay, now I'm going to go work. I know exactly what I wanted to do and what I'm creating right now and working on my podcasts and so forth. And then I said, okay, let's check on Instagram what's going on over there. So I'm sitting there and I got nothing. I am sitting there and my brain is just zero creative. So my husband went out for groceries for the week. And so when he came back, I put the groceries away and did some pictures and played around, and I still had nothing. So I said, all right, here is what I need to do. I need to step away from the office. That means that we are spending now more time than ever on our desks. We're sitting more, we're screens in our faces, and just think about when you go to work. Are you creative 9 or 9 hours a day? No, you're taking a break, you're taking a moment where you go, okay, it's time to go to the coffee machine, or I'm just going to wander around and talk to people, because you are feeling just brain dead. That's what I felt today. But here's one thing. We are in a time where we're extremely stressed, where we have fears, where we're uncertain of what the next day will look like. And I want to encourage you to look in your day and say, and tell yourself, I don't have to be productive every day, but we have control over what we are doing with our day. We can't control what the world is doing, what your neighbors do, but you can take control over your little niche of the world. That means that when you get up in the morning and you just feel brain dead like I felt this morning, you just take a break. It doesn't matter what you do, because nobody's going to look over your shoulder and say, hey, you're not working. Take a break, because we all know we need to manage our stress. So I decided, instead of working or trying to work, busting out low quality work, I was going to go for a run. Being outside always helps me. It just lights me up, and you know I love nature and I love having a good time outside, getting fresh air. So I decided this is what I'm going to do. But what I want to talk about today is your wellness. We're quarantined, and I'm here in Maryland. The playgrounds are closed by now, all the restaurants, and just like in many other states, the only thing that's open is the liquor store, is the pharmacy, and the grocery store, with limited amount of people coming in. So we're living with that aspect. We're home all the time. Now, I want you to look at yourself, your life today, and say, what do I need to do to empower myself to live better? What can I do to step away from the noise? And here's what I mean. I started having an itchy body, like my skin started itching. And I was like, this is strange. Do I have dry skin, or what's going on? But what happened is I realized the symptoms. When I got divorced, I had the same symptoms of stress. And this is a stress that I didn't even realize I had because I listened to the news and I read stuff on Facebook. My friends told us stuff when we met them on Zoom calls. And all this just made me so anxious, even though I had no idea that this is how I felt. This is what happened until I thought about me and said, this is a stress. This is what I remember my body reacting to, the stress that we're surrounded with. And that was a no-brainer. My husband completely banned me from the news. He says, you're just watching little happy shows. I'll tell you when there's something important you need to know. Do your projects, do your podcasts, pursue your spark content, but step away from this stress. It is not good for you. So I want you to look at your life and see what you can observe and say, what is it that's stressing me out right now? Is it that during my work breaks, I'm scrolling through social media and I see all the blaring news about the coronavirus and I'm getting worried about my family? Or can you change that? We can change how we react or interact with our environment. I stopped listening to the news. My husband's giving me the news and I just keep working. But that also translated into my work. As you know, I have a podcast and I have podcast guests and I pre-record a lot of those shows or episodes. And I was going back this morning when I felt nothing in my brain. I went back and I said, oh, maybe I should re-record and add something more about the coronavirus and how I really feel with you guys. But then I said, you know what? We have it up to here hearing about the coronavirus. We know to wash our hands. We know to cough in our elbows. We know to stay away 6 feet from other people. We know this is I can say this, it's a shit show all around. So I have a bluebird building a nest right here next to me. How cool is that? So, which brings me to surround yourself with happiness. Go out, find something that makes you happy. And I just saw this bluebird building his nest. He's probably pissed at me that I'm recording right next to his nest making abilities, or her. But go inside and see what makes you happy. Don't just focus on the negative things in your life. Go about things like, my husband bought me flowers today. That made me so happy. And he said, I wanted to bring you some flowers in this really stressful time. And what's there not to like? So think about how you can lighten up your day, how you can make your day happier. It's about your wellness, stepping away from what's stressing you, looking at what's really important to you, and finding happiness in the things you do. Now, as you know, or may not know, or now you find out, I started being the chef in our house. And I started making mostly vegetarian meals. And my go-to source is the Minimalist Baker. Hi, friends, is the Minimalist Baker. They have, or she has, really good recipes, healthy recipes, minimal amounts of ingredients, and it's usually done in under an hour. I've just made something yesterday in 35 minutes. So she's my go-to recipe person. Hashtag Minimalist Baker, you rock. And so I'm making these recipes, but I'm also planning it, and I'm having a blast making those meals. My husband just keeps shaking his head how I've changed in this whole dinner making affair, which never was a priority in that sense. So now I'm looking at what foods give me the best energy, what foods help me detox, what foods give me the best vitamins and nutrients. And this is something that you can do too. Take joy in preparing your meals. I know, look at my face, I'm like, awesome. I'm getting leftovers from yesterday. But this is something that brings joy into your day and into your wellness. Think about something like this. Or even my friend in West Australia, in the western part of Australia, I guess that is, she is painting her pantry. She's always dreamt of having a pantry, and now she has a room that she has shelves in, and she painted that pantry. And I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. But this gives her joy in a stressful time. So think of things that give you joy, that light you up, that make you happy, rather than the negativity in all of this. And of course, as you know, exercise. Go outside. Keep the distance. Yeah, keep the distance. And and go out, breathe, have fresh air. And if you're not following me on Instagram just yet, go on Instagram, follow me at Heike Yates. I've posted a video for you to breathe with me. Yep, sounds simple, silly, and crazy, but I did a video inspired by another Pilates teacher, and I thought, of course, when we're stressed, we're not breathing. So join me over on Instagram, go through the feed, and find my breathing video. And I teach you for about 5 minutes how to breathe properly, how to fill up your lungs, how to expand the rib cage, just like we do in Pilates. And it will help you so much, just decreasing the stress, help you feel better. I just went for a run. I did a 4-mile run, whatever, distance doesn't really matter. But I went outside, and I'm not sure how creative I will be today, but I'm giving it my best shot that this non-creative moment is not continuing over days, but I'm filling up my days with happiness, with the things I love to do, with exercise and breathing, with happy people. On my Zoom calls with our friends now, I know everybody does that, and everybody's having a blast. So my friends, this is my message for today. Think about your wellness. Think about how you control what's close to you. You can't control what's going on around you. Don't take on that burden. Do the best you can with what you got. Take care of your wellness by eating well, by nourishing your body, and by nourishing your soul by listening to maybe an awesome book on Audible. And play games with the people that are around. My husband and I, we said we're going to play Monopoly tonight. All right, why not, right? But exercise, and I see you soon, so join me over either on YouTube at Heike Yates for exercise. I have the 3-minute exercise series that you can follow. Follow me on Instagram for breathing, and check out Heike Yates for the online programs that I've created for you that we can do through Zoom, Skype, whatever our medium is. And with that, my friends, have the most awesome day and enjoy the day. And I'll see how creative I will get today. See you then.